Hey guys, what is up? EnderCatz here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Vexx. I had an older review of this game already out on my channel, but that video's gone private. It was just really shitty, so, I'm remaking the video because it was one of my most popular videos, and so I decided, since I was just going to remake the review and go more in depth on the game itself. And also, before we start this, I want to give credit to Ted2D Gamer. This is his gameplay you're watching on screen now. It's the PS2 version of the game. So again, Ted2D Gamer, go check him out. The link is in the description and on the screen now. So let's get on with this review, shall we? Vexx is a game developed by Acclaim Studios Austin and released in North America on February 11th, 2003, and in Europe approximately 2 months later. It was on the Nintendo GameCube and the PS2 and the Xbox, and it was short-lived. It wasn't all that popular of a game, though I like it. So the story of the game goes that Vexx's people, the Valdar, which is kind of like a werewolf hybrid, like human/wolf hybrid sort of people. They were enslaved by Dark Yabu and his minions, and while Vexx and his grandfather Vargas, why does everybody's name start with a V, like Valdar, Vexx, Vargas? Well, anyway, while Vexx and Vargas are working in a mine, Vexx gets pissed off and attacks one of the henchmen. Now Vexx's punishment is death, but before Vexx can be killed by Dark Yabu, Vargas quickly jumps in, saving Vexx but dying himself. And in order to avenge his grandfather and free his spirit, Vexx sneaks onto one of Yabu's ships. Now, he wasn't intending to find these, but he found the Astani war talons, and they became permanently bound to his hands. Suddenly, Vexx wakes up inside the Hall of Heroes, just outside Timberdale, with some old man, Darby. Darby's his name, if I can remember. And this is where your adventure begins. Now, before you reach Timberdale, there's a training sequence of the game, which basically gives you the rundown on how to play. And so once you're in Timberdale, you can roam freely as you please. Vexx has multiple moves, such as the basic attack, the long jump, the flare kick, the uppercut, the high jump, and the ground blast, which all come in handy, especially the flare kick, which kind of acts like a double jump, and it allows you to kind of take shortcuts, especially in the level Summit of Sages. When you're going up the mountain, you can just take shortcuts by using the flare kick instead of walking the path. And, I have to give the game credit. Its controls are amazing. They didn't bother me whatsoever, though I've only played the GameCube version, and I'm going to eventually get the PS2 version, but I wouldn't get the Xbox, because, I can't play that. Your main objective is to collect Wraith Hearts to power the Rift system, which is kind of like your portal to other worlds. Yeah, I've heard it before. This game plays a lot like Mario 64. Where you kind of go through worlds, and it's what platforming fans like to call a collectathon. And you just gotta collect all this shit in order. But there's one main thing that you collect, and that kind of advances you to the other world. And it is similar to a lot of other platformers, but I honestly think it's a lot different. Whereas the world, it's more of a mature kind of game. And where was it? And the more Wraith Hearts you collect, there's more worlds you can explore. There's a lot of them. There's 10. I'll get into those in a minute. There are various ways you can collect Wraith Hearts. And such methods include completing a given task, like in Timberdale when you climb up the mountain. Completing puzzles, like in Dagger Crag with the whole block puzzle thing. Collecting 100 shards. Collecting 6 Astani warrior soul jars. Or completing a sundial challenge. There are 10 worlds in Timberdale. Dragon's Reach. They're in Timberdale. No, there are 10 worlds: Timberdale, Dragon Reach, the Neverglades, Tempest Peak Manor, the Below, Dagger Crag, Summit of Sages, Frostblight Mill, and the Citadel of Shadows. All these worlds have something unique and a new challenge to offer, and the worlds are vibrant and there's so much life put into them. Like, even in the background you can see so much. My personal favorite world is Summit of Sages, mainly for its unique environment. It's kind of, once you get inside the mountain, it's like a mechanical factory sort of like thing. The graphics still hold up to this day, which is a surprise since the game came out in 2003. And while they aren't perfect, it's still a pretty good game to look at, and the music is amazing as well. All the tracks were composed by Nelson Everhart, and I can honestly say I'm a fan of his. And while some were slow-paced and generic tracks, there were tons of fast-paced and amazing ones that just had you, like, I would go into stages just to listen to the music. Some of my favorites include the Mummy theme and the Summon of Sages theme. Both are linked in the description. Now finally, the gameplay. Vexx controls well and the game does not bore you. It has some nice platforming segments, a nice combat system, and overall it's pretty fun. Though this game is plagued with bad camera angle issues, and I've heard this a lot, and it's true. The camera angle sucks. It's a great experience, but hands down, the best part is when Vexx flips off Yavu at the end. That just cracked me up, and it is hard. You will find yourself falling off of platforms, getting hit by enemies, and dying a lot. But if you like a challenge, I'd say go for it. The game is pretty cheap on Amazon. I know the PS2 version goes for about $6, so I'd say pick it up. You won't regret it. And even though this game never saw popularity, the company that now owns Vexx has promised for some digital releases. So I'm crossing my fingers on this one, and so we'll have to wait it out and hope for the best. I give the game about 4.5 out of 5 stars. I know I don't like giving ratings, but I just decided I will. So I definitely recommend Vexx. Great game. And this is EnderCatz signing out. Thanks for watching.